Welcome to our heart-pounding journey through the wild. Brace yourself for 60 spine-chilling encounters with nature's most fearsome predators. From the jaws of sharks to the roar of lions, join us as we delve into the hair-raising tales of survival against all odds. Get ready to be on the edge of your seat. A group of tourists riding in an open vehicle can be heard getting a little too excited about an elephant coming their way.
Very quiet, no one says anything.
What was supposed to be a fun experience suddenly becomes a nightmare after the herbivore decided to do this. The large elephant then left the scene without harming anyone. Trying their best to escape, a group of hunters run away in panic after they unfortunately become the ones being hunted. The snow proves hard to run on, making some of the hunters trip, giving the chance for the wild boars to do this. Unfortunately, the clip cuts abruptly and what happens next remains unknown. As if filming in front of a wild alligator isn't frightening enough, I'm sure you will be more terrified after seeing this person do this. Alligators are dangerous due to their powerful bite, aggressive behavior when provoked, and capability to cause severe injuries or fatalities to humans and animals. Imagine how terrible it would be if the predator decided to attack at that moment. What was supposed to be a fun camping trip unexpectedly becomes dangerous after campers notice something watching them closely. Lions are dangerous to humans due to their strength, hunting instincts, and potential to attack if they feel threatened or provoked. After a while, the predator thankfully decided to leave the group unharmed. A truck driver traversing a dirt road in the middle of the woods in Japan is suddenly forced to stop after encountering this terrifying predator. If attacked by a bear, remain calm. Use bear spray if available. Play dead for grizzly bears or fight back against black bears, aiming for the face and muzzle. This predator then runs away back into the woods after attacking the driver's vehicle. You might think that living in the city will spare you from the wrath of wild predators. After seeing this video, you might want to think again. After the attack, dogs can be seen surrounding the leopard while it tries to desperately escape by attempting to jump over a barricade. The clip cuts short, which is unfortunate as this prevents us from seeing the end of the encounter. Deciding to fly his drone around a snowy forest, imagine the shock this operator felt after seeing this on camera. A poor guy can be seen desperately trying to run away from an aggressive bear chasing him. Fortunately for the man, the drone man manages to distract the bear for a bit. According to the video source, the distraction helped the chased man escape the encounter. Planning to go on a spearfishing trip anytime soon? Well, you might have to rethink your plans after watching this terrifying close call. Sharks can bite with tremendous force, with great white sharks exerting up to 4,000 pounds per square inch, making their bites extremely powerful and dangerous. May it be due to luck or skill, this fisherman will surely consider himself lucky after what happened. What would you do if you were parked on the side of the road and this unexpected predator decided to knock on your car windows? You should not feed bears because it habituates them to human food, increases the risk of dangerous encounters, and disrupts their natural foraging behavior. The man in the video made the right choice by not feeding the bear, as it leaves after a while. After successfully opening his parachute during a skydiving trip, this diver's body camera captures video of him landing when all of a sudden this happens.
What's up, Skip? Hey, go away.
Kangaroos can be aggressive towards humans, especially if they feel threatened, cornered, or provoked, potentially leading to kicks or scratches. Thankfully, the attack doesn't last long, with the kangaroo leaving immediately after attacking. A man can be seen walking towards an ostrich he encountered during his walk around a pond, and at first everything seems to go well. After failing to lure the ostrich to take the food from his hand, the man then starts walking away, angering the ostrich and making it do this. The man's dogs then jump to the rescue by chasing the ostrich away from the man. What would you do if you were on lunch break during your job, and out of nowhere you see a terrifying predator walking towards you? Bears can be aggressive towards humans if they feel threatened, surprised, or provoked, particularly when defending territory, cubs, or a food source. This bear gets bored after a while and leaves the area with everybody unharmed. A man out fishing at a local pond suddenly becomes the victim of an unexpected attack by a very stealthy predator.
Mom, I'm as you and Christian.
Honey, look, here he comes.
Alligators can run on land at speeds up to 11 miles per hour or 18 kilometers per hour in short bursts, making them surprisingly swift on land despite their appearance. Unfortunately, we don't know how this encounter ends, as the clip cuts abruptly. Cyclists often share the road with drivers, but who would have thought they'd be forced to share the same road with an unexpected animal?
Cars and joggers, but an ostrich? Check out this amazing video from South Africa as an ostrich comes out of nowhere. The riders estimate they were going...
Ostriches are the fastest birds on land and can run at speeds up to 43 miles per hour or 70 kilometers per hour, covering long distances swiftly. The ostriches finally decide to leave the cyclists alone after a while. What was supposed to be a fun and adventurous hike unfortunately turns upside down for this hiker after he encounters this on the trail.
I'm sure you're back to it. Just keep going. You're doing great. Hey, bear. Hey, bear.
If you encounter a bear while hiking, remain calm, avoid sudden movement, back away slowly, don't run, speak calmly, and if attacked, use bear spray or fight back defensively.
He's really pretty, isn't he?
He really is, yes.
Just calm down.
He's a beautiful animal.
And then just watch your footing. Hey, bear.
The clip ends short, leaving us guessing as to what happens next. A group of tourists in an open jeep can be seen desperately trying to drive away from a very aggressive elephant.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Uh-oh, he's gonna head us off.
Elephants can run at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour or 40 kilometers per hour, but they can sustain this speed only for short distances. After chasing them out of their territory, the animal finally leaves them alone. A man coming back from a stroll around the forest is suddenly faced with a problem after he comes back to camp, only to see this.
There. Out.
The last part of the video shows the man shouting at the bear, scaring the predator away. If you think being a wildlife photographer is cool, think again after watching this intense encounter. The video ends with the rhinos leaving the scene after the shocking incident. A group of tourists can be seen freezing in place after a bear decides to come out of the bushes and surprise them. When encountering a black bear, stay calm, back away slowly, speak calmly, don't run. Make yourself appear larger, and if attacked, fight back aggressively.
やばいよね。
怖くない？特にそっちの方なんて林じゃん。
どうすんの？
A man can be seen trailing the bear even after it leaves, which shows how stupid some people can be. The fishing session is unexpectedly cut short after something incredibly shocking happens to the fisherman. I hope the fisherman wasn't hurt. The impact looked like it was strong. Elephants are often described as gentle giants. But have you ever wondered how terrifying these animals can be when angry? Elephants can run up to 25 miles per hour or 40 kilometers per hour, though they can only maintain this speed for short distances. After chasing the tourists for what felt like hours, the giant finally leaves. Imagine this. You're fishing in front of beautiful scenery when all of a sudden you see this. Grizzly bears can weigh up to 600 pounds on average, with large males exceeding 1,000 pounds and standing about 8 feet tall on their hind legs. The predator decides to leave after failing to find food in the camp. A group of tourists can be seen driving around an open zoo, watching and admiring the animals up close.
800 pounds, just the horns alone. Now those horns are actually full of honeycomb blood vessels that act as a built-in cooling system that help keep them cool, whether it be...
Things quickly get out of hand after a curious ostrich decides to spice up their whole trip.
Oh, snaps. Oh, hold up. Hold up. He's a little close here.
The tour guide manages to keep the animal at bay, leaving the tourists unharmed. A school is suddenly placed into emergency mode after an alligator decides to visit. Cops immediately rush to the scene.
For wrestling the 7-foot, 250-pound reptile. Deputy McGregor says she first lassoed it, then she put tape around its mouth.
Alligators are very strong, with jaws exerting up to 2,980 psi and powerful muscles for swift movements.
She says her expertise comes from her childhood growing up in Lake County.
We had a bit of acreage and a lot of water. If we saw him out there,
Thankfully, the police officers managed to catch the predator before anyone got harmed. In this encounter, a hiker can be seen desperately trying to climb a tree while a large grizzly bear can be seen following close by. Grizzly bears are not as good at climbing trees as black bears, but they can climb smaller trees if necessary. I think I'll be canceling the hiking trip I've been planning after watching this video. This next video will show you why it's better to admire predators from a distance rather than up close. Lions are very dangerous to humans due to their strength, predatory instincts, and potential to attack when threatened. Thankfully, this predator only decided to warn them instead of attacking. A group of tourists decided to record a rhino they found in the wild while they were out exploring the savannah. Things suddenly take a dark turn, though, after the animal gets annoyed, doing something terrifying to the tourists. Fortunately, the sound of the engine helps scare the rhino from attacking. Planning on going on a hike soon? Well, start praying that you don't see a mother bear with cubs on your trail. Bears with cubs are highly dangerous as they can become extremely aggressive when protecting their young. The hiker in the video manages to keep a safe distance from the bears, leaving him unharmed. Leopards stalk prey by stealthily approaching, using cover, and relying on their agility and camouflage to ambush unsuspecting prey. Leopards can stalk their prey for hours, patiently waiting for the right moment to strike and secure a successful ambush. If I were there, I would have left that predator alone before it decided to eat me instead. Walking and exploring the wild alone, this man hits the jackpot when he finally sees a giraffe for the first time.
It's like a dinosaur.
What he thought was going to be a fun encounter quickly turns into a nightmare after this happens. The tourist miraculously survives the attack, running away after what happened. A man on his way home is forced to walk with caution after he sees a bear and her cubs watching him from the woods. At first it seems like he will be able to go past the predators, but things get out of hand after the bear decides to do this. He's lucky that it only decided to bluff, considering that it was protecting its cubs. Would you visit a zoo where, instead of the animals being the ones in cages, it was you instead? Zoos where humans are in a cage are typically safe, with precautions to ensure visitor safety and prevent contact with dangerous animals. Despite this, nothing could convince me to put myself through that. Two men can be seen walking cautiously after seeing a territorial and curious bear following their every step.
Go on, bear. Go on, bear. Go on, bear.
The men try to ignore the predator, but it keeps following them, so they are left with no choice but to confront it.
Go on, bear. Go on.
Fortunately for them, the animal chooses to leave them alone. At the beginning of this video, a man can be seen recording a wild boar walking towards him.
Oh my goodness, and he's huge. Hello, boy. Wonder if pet him.
The encounter starts normal at first, but quickly turns into a nightmare after the boar decides to do this.
Hi, boy. Help me! Help!
The ending shows the man calling for help after getting attacked. A woman can be seen walking a wild cheetah on a leash. Whoever allowed this to happen surely felt bad after this happened. Cheetah attacks on humans are rare, but can be dangerous, causing serious injuries due to their speed and strength. The other people present during the attack immediately rush to help the woman. What was supposed to be a quiet day in a small neighborhood unexpectedly becomes a dangerous place after a homeowner is forced to protect his family. The man struggles to catch the predator for a while, but ultimately succeeds in catching the aggressive animal. It seems like no one was hurt during the fortunate encounter. This unfortunate hiker's trip gets halted because of a horrifying reason.
I'm walking backwards on the trail back to the camp. I'm walking on the trail and mom and two cubs. So I am continually to...
Nursing bears are more aggressive than normal because they are highly protective of their cubs and perceive threats more intensely.
So I will keep walking backwards.
He should consider himself lucky that the bear didn't attack, despite being with her cubs. If you think meeting a dolphin in person would be fun, think again after watching this shocking dolphin encounter.
Oh! Oh my god!
Dolphins are generally not aggressive towards humans, but they can be if they feel threatened or provoked. This video goes to show how unpredictable wild animals are. A group of animal control officers can be seen tying up a large gator after it wandered into the neighborhood.
Well, I'm doing a ride in November down there.
Yeah.
I did it 2 years ago.
With the gator ready to be loaded in the pickup truck, the group proceeds to pick the animal up when all of a sudden this happens. Thankfully, the guy in the video didn't get any severe injuries from the incident. You might not look at moose the same way again after watching this shocking moose attack. Moose can be aggressive towards humans, especially during mating season or if they feel threatened or cornered. The clip ends with the driver reversing his car to avoid more attacks. This unsuspecting hunter suddenly gets into a fight after he unexpectedly becomes the one being hunted.
Holy
Bobcats are generally not dangerous to humans, but they can be if cornered or rabid or defending their young. Who knew that such a small animal could attack with such ferocity? In this video, police officers can be seen being called to respond to an unsuspecting trespasser. After a quick wrestling session, one of the officers finally manages to put tape around the gator's mouth. After safely subduing the animal, the officers then released it back into the wild. The clip begins with a man recording a shark hunting a turtle while he is paddleboarding, when all of a sudden the shark does this.
Oh, I don't know if I'm in the best position right here. Oh, I'm between the tiger and the turtle. Uh-oh. Oh!
While running away from the dangerous attacker, he steps on something that catches his attention, leading him to do this. It's honestly impressive how he managed to catch the squid despite being attacked earlier. This next video will surely make you wonder how this woman managed to survive this long while being this stupid.
Over a fence to grab her hat that fell off inside the tiger's bed.
According to the video's source, she jumped into a gap between the enclosure and the viewing area to retrieve her hat. At least we can all rest assured that natural selection will eventually run its course. Kudus fight primarily during mating season to establish dominance and secure mating rights with females. If you get in the middle of kudu fights, you risk serious injury from their sharp horns and powerful charges. Props to the cameraman for not interfering in this very dangerous fight. Two large hippos can be seen squaring off with each other until finally they both decide to begin their battle. Two hippos fighting are extremely dangerous with powerful jaws and aggressive behavior that can cause severe injury or death to anyone nearby. Just imagining what it would be like to be in the middle of this fight is giving me chills. Two kayakers are suddenly placed in a very dangerous situation after a large whale decides to take an interest in them.
No vale cagarse encima. Está bajo nuestro.
Getting hit by a whale can cause severe injury or death due to their immense size, strength, and force of impact. Luckily for them, they didn't get hit by the giant while it was swimming around them. A group of men working near a railway are forced to stop what they're doing when they see this nearby. Despite the dangers of what he is about to do, this guy decides to show the others how to handle their current problem. After catching the snake with his bare hands, he then proceeds to move it somewhere else. Imagine driving home after a long day at work when all of a sudden you see this coming out of the bushes. If this wasn't scary enough for you, I'm sure that what we're about to show you will make you jump out of your seats. Fortunately, despite the multiple close calls, no one got injured during the encounter. Two men, stuck in the middle of nowhere, are left to fend for themselves after a pack of wolves decides to hunt them. pack of wolves is very dangerous, capable of coordinated attacks that can overpower much larger prey, including humans, if threatened or provoked. Unfortunately, the clip ends abruptly, and what happens next remains unknown. Ever wondered why it's a bad idea to leave food out in the open while camping? This video will answer your questions.
There was a bear in our camp.
Oh my god, there's a bear.
Bears raid campsites in search of food, attracted by the scent of human food or garbage left unsecured, which can lead to habituation and potentially dangerous encounters. The predator leaves after getting sprayed by bear spray, leaving everyone unharmed. The video shows a man recording a monkey, which later gets mad after noticing it's being recorded. If you think you can take on a monkey, even one this small, without getting severely injured, you might need a reality check.
Pitää seikoittele takaisin. Kiitos, hienot hampaat.
Thankfully, the monkey decides to leave the man alone after a while. Australia can be dangerous due to its diverse wildlife, including venomous snakes, spiders, and marine creatures, as well as extreme weather conditions and bushfires. If you think you'll only encounter these animals in the wild, well, this video will prove otherwise.
How will we get him away?
We won't. They're freaky, aren't they?
It is unknown what they did to the snake as the video cuts short. I'm sure you're used to seeing sharks going after humans, but have you ever seen a shark being the one who is chased instead?
Here it comes. Coming at me. Look at this. Woohoo! Whoa! Look at that! Come right at me!
Hammerhead sharks are generally not considered dangerous to humans, with few recorded attacks, usually occurring when provoked or in self-defense. The clip ends with the predator finally leaving the area after a short chase. A group of wildlife photographers are left with no choice but to freeze in place after they encounter this in the forest. The large animal tolerates the group, but still decides to show them an incredible display of power.
Come this way.
Thankfully, no one was harmed during this intense encounter. Most people would immediately run in the opposite direction after seeing an alligator, but you can't say the same about this guy. Alligators can lunge with surprising speed, reaching their prey in a fraction of a second, propelled by their powerful muscles. He's lucky that the alligator didn't target his arm instead of the fish. Train operators in Russia are inclined to stop after they encounter a moose standing in the railway. Getting hit lightly by the train angers the animal, leading it to attack the train in retaliation. It seems like the moose didn't get seriously injured during the encounter. This driver decides to start recording after seeing an antelope running on a dirt road he was driving on. Antelope can run at speeds of up to 50 to 60 miles per hour, or 80 to 97 kilometers per hour, to escape predators. The driver recorded the antelope from a safe distance, avoiding a potentially dangerous situation. A convoy of tourists riding in an open jeep can be seen trying to remain as calm as possible while being in the presence of a dangerous predator. Lions can be dangerous to tourists if encountered on safari or in the wild, especially if approached too closely, or if they feel threatened. They were lucky that the predator decided to ignore them instead of getting mad. A group of tourists kayaking in the middle of the Antarctic Peninsula finds something terrifying following them. Leopard seals are apex predators and can be dangerous to humans, known for displaying aggressive behavior, including attacking humans in rare instances. Fortunately, the whole encounter remains peaceful, ending with no one getting hurt.